Hi everybody, Gary Kreitz and I are working together to shape our first global outreach conference for Triangle Grace coming in November. And we want to talk about that week experience. Gary, why don't you start off sharing with us a little bit about the global outreach team and why we are holding this week-long conference?
Sure, Chris. Most of you will remember a few years ago when we did our Vision 2030 strategic plan. And in that process, we developed four values, four priorities, if you will, that we're going to drive our ministries and our passions up until the year 2030. And one of those was to develop a culture of missional impact. We want to really develop our passion for outreach, both here and for around the world. And we're hoping that this conference from November 7th to the 16th will be a catalyst in pushing forward that passion.
And there are three goals that we have for the conference. One is a greater awareness of Christ's call to us to be engaged with the world, to reach out to the world, to have an impact on the world as the Christian witness, the body of Christ. The second goal is allowing us to make personal connections with the global outreach partners that we have committed to as a church. We have a number of organizations and people that many within our congregation may not know about. And so we're inviting many of them in to be with us, for us to be able to interact with them. And the third goal then is really encouraging everyone to make their own personal commitment to be involved in prayer and maybe even going on trips or supporting missionary efforts and global outreach initiatives. So hopefully those three goals will be accomplished through our week together.
That's why we're calling the conference Reach. We want to reach further. We want to reach the world for Christ. We want to reach more deeply into our commitment to our global partners. But we also want to reach forward in our own commitment to outreach, whether it be here in Durham or around the world.
So we have a few events laid out for that week, and we want to briefly talk about some of them. Gary, why don't you start us off? How do we start the conference off on November 7th?
Sure. The conference starts, as it should, with prayer. On Friday night, November 7th, we're going to gather here at the church, and we're going to have a time of worship. We're going to have a time of prayer. The music will be wonderful. The fellowship will be sweet. But more than that, we're going to be gathering for focused prayer. Prayer for our global outreach partners. Prayer for the ministries they have around the world. And prayer for ourselves as we ask God what He wants to do with us. Then on Sunday morning, we are going to be honored to have a guest preacher that day, Dr. Christopher Hayes, who is the president of Scholar Leaders. He will be talking to us about developing a mission and a passion for theological education around the world. Then on Friday and Saturday of that week, November 14th and 15th, we will be hosting Casely Esamoah, who leads an international organization called the Global Christian Forum, and he is going to address the issues of the complexities and opportunities of global outreach in the 21st century, and really helping us to understand what the world is like now, how the proclamation of Christ and the witness of Christ in word and deed can best be lived out throughout the world. Saturday morning, he'll do a second talk connected to that, and then there'll be a panel discussion on Saturday the 15th with Christopher Hayes will be there, Woody McClendon, and a few others. Kate, who worships with us, a missionary mobilizer from Ghana, and they're going to have a conversation around these issues that hopefully will give us insight into how we can best impact the world for Christ as a church. Then on Sunday, November 16th, we're going to have fun. We're calling it global festival, but basically we're taking over the church. When you come during the Christian education hour at 9 o'clock, you will come in and you'll go into a classroom, and one of our global outreach partners will be there. And they'll be talking to you about their work, about their passions. You'll have chances to interview them and ask them questions. And then at the end of that time, you'll go to a second classroom, and then a third, and then a fourth, so that by the end of the hour, you will have had the opportunity to have a connection with 4 of our global outreach partners. We think it's going to be a great event that you'll not want to miss.
And it's really intergenerational. It's for all the kids, youth, everybody in the church. So make sure you come an hour early on that Sunday. And then our worship service then concludes our Global Outreach Conference, and Casely, who will be presenting those talks on Friday and Saturday, will then preach on Sunday to close our Global Outreach Conference. So yeah, I'm excited.
I am too. One of the distinctives, though, that we should bring up is that we would like to connect intentional communities here at our church with the various global mission partners that we have. Whether you're in a small group, whether you're in a men's or women's group, whether you're in a musical group, we'd like to connect you with one of our missionaries, one of our global outreach partners, so that you can get to know each other, so that you can pray for each other, and so they become more than just a name on a page to you.
So, as I said, we're excited. It's just a month away or so, and we're going to be pushing out more communication about this Reach Conference. The Friday and Saturday event in particular, invite friends to that. That's really meant not only for our church, but it's a part of our Triangle Grace Conference on Theology and Culture that we've been doing on a semi-annual basis, and that's something we invite other churches to and involve. So reach out. This is the Reach Conference. Reach friends, bring them into that, and we're excited for November 7th through the 16th, our Global Outreach Conference, and I hope you get excited too.
We'll see you in November at Reach.